spoily boo. Okay, so I have accomplished number 10 on my to-do list of making most of 23. So this was one of the challenges where I thought this is going to be hard. I'm not going to be able to do this. But I've done it in like, I know that it sounds something so small, but this, like, I'm quite proud of myself for doing this because I've obviously never read a full book before, and the reason I've done that recapping on why I chose it in the last video is because, one, this might sound an insult to you bookworms, but I'll either get bored of the book and I put it down, or because of my dyslexia, there's some words that I can't understand. And some books, some authors are very like sophisticated and they're full of knowledge, so they can write these big fancy words and I just don't understand them. Or it's like, I've never heard of them, so I'm not going to know what it is. You know what I mean? So I get frustrated and so I get annoyed and I'm like, you know what, I quit. Yeah, here's the book. And but as I get older, my dyslexia is getting better. I've still got it. I mean, but it's not as bad. When I was younger, it was really bad. And when I was in junior school, I was told that for my high school, I would have to go to a school that is specialised in special needs. Special needs learning difficulties now, because as we move on with the time, that we try to use words that are more appropriate and that aren't insulting. But yes, I was told that I would have to go to a secondary school that is specialised in special needs. And but my head teacher was very supportive, and he was like, you know what, no, she won't be going there. She can I know that Shannon can do anything that she puts her mind to, and that she can achieve this, and that she shouldn't be treated differently from other children. But my dyslexia was so bad that I was reading books at the age of like age 10. I was reading books for kids that would read in like nursery, and I was still struggling with that. And like, it kind of like a bit disheartened, and it kind of like hurt, and I kind of felt lonely because like the other kids were reading these books and they were talking to their friends and like, this book's so probably. And at the time, like, Harry Potter was out and stuff like that, and they were reading these books and they're like, have you read this book? It's so good. And I remember looking at Harry Potter books and Lord of the Ring books and stuff like that and be like, they were this thick. They were like that thick. And I was just like, I look at it and I'll be like, no, I just can't do it. And then other kids were realising that I just can't read, and I don't know what to do in school these days, but you used to, when it come to reading time, you used to have to go around and take turns of reading the book, and I used to dread doing that because I couldn't really read. And then it was more like, when I stood up, I was like, do I have to do this? And they were like, yep, you've been chosen, you can do this. And I'm like, I can't. And then I was reading the book, and then words I just couldn't pronounce. So the teacher was like, this is what it is. That it's this word, it's that word. And then I just felt so embarrassed. And I remember like being in the classroom, kids sniggering because obviously they could read with like no flaw, as if like, you know, that they were very mature. And yeah, it was just very disheartening. And then I kind of like give up on reading and stuff like that, and I shouldn't have. I should have pushed myself more, and maybe like my dyslexia would have been far more better than what it is now, even though it's not that bad. But yeah, but for someone that was told, I am very proud of myself and like the accomplishments that I left. I mean, in school, in the new local newspaper, they would put in the newspaper all the grades for the top students, and you've got to get over, like, you've got to get A, B, C's and D's, and then that would be put in the paper. My name was in the paper, I'm just saying. And that and also I've got an NVQ level 2, an NVQ level 3, I've got a diploma in handling medication. that if I wanted to be a nurse, I could be a nurse. And obviously I've come so far on Girls Brigade, and for someone that was told that she would have to go to a special needs school, I've got loads of qualifications to prove them wrong. And it did take a lot of hard work, and obviously I was grateful for my mum, who sat there night and night with homework and drilled in, you can do it, you can do it, you can do anything you can, anything you want to if you put your mind to it. And she, night after night for hours on end, she used to help us. And with school and senior school, they weren't giving up on us. So I was just very privileged and very honoured and grateful for everyone that helped us, because if it wasn't for them, and if it wasn't for the hard work I put in, I mightn't be where I am today. So yes, so moving on, that's a bit of the sob story. But yes, so the book I decided to read was, and I've posted on Instagram of like up to date and how far I've like got through this book, sorry. And I never revealed what the book was. So the book I decided to choose was, there was a hint, right? Sorry, there was a hint yesterday. Yesterday I made cupcakes and they were cherry pie cupcakes. Cherry. Little movie, little movie for you to think about. Maybe some people will understand, because I know a lot of my friends are fans of this author, this person. So if you didn't get that clue yesterday, I'm just like, and like I posted a picture of like the top bit of the book without the like cover on. I think it's called the skeleton, like without the cover on. Is it just bare book? I don't know what it's called. I'm not a book fan. But I am now, obviously. But, like, I'm new to this. Like, I need to be told what it is, like, without the cover on. So it's, like, bare like that. What's that? Tell me down below, please. Help. So, yes. So, the book I decided to choose is, drumroll, is Carrie Hope Fletcher's All She Can. All That She Can See. I'm so sorry. So yes, I read this book and it is amazing. Honestly, I was like, it has to be good, because obviously I'm such a huge fan of Carrie Hope Fletcher. I've bought her books to support her as a person and haven't even read them. I mean, I feel bad, but I felt like I've got to support her, buy the books. I'm a good fan. So this is, I've read a autobiography, that All I Know Now, sorry. My brain, right, I'm sorry, I'm a goldfish, right? Let me just have that little bit of a disclaimer. Okay, I have listened to that on Audible, but for the first time of reading the book. So Carrie Hope Fletcher, if you're watching, feel honoured, because this is the first book the full book I have like completed. Feel honoured. Feel honoured. So yeah, so people, I've got a friend, Hannah, who's been in my videos before. She's also a fan of Carrie Hope Fletcher. Like, we're obsessed with her. And we're actually going to the book signing next month for a new book, When the Curtain Falls. So yes, so we're both huge fans of her. And Hannah keeps on telling me, have you read the books? And I'm like, no, I haven't. But I know it sounds stupid, but I've been scared, because like, as I've said, I used to get frustrated and I didn't want to be like, right, I can't read anymore, put the book down. Because I would feel bad for putting Carrie Hope Fletcher's book down. But yes, and also, she's like a huge bookworm. Like, she's on Instagram as a Swedish bookworm, because obviously she's originally from Sweden. And she would tell me things, and other people who love book that, they love like reading the book and imagining what the characters would be like in the book and using the imagination. Carrie Hope Fletcher is told, spoke about it, and she made like this amazing song about it, Boys and Books. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I I'll just wait until it comes out on DVD. But yeah, so actually for the first time in my life, I can experience that, and I can like be like, imagine what they'd look like in my head, and I'm imagining what the characters would look like, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, I can do that now. But yes, this is an amazing book. For I definitely think you should go out and buy it and read it, because it's absolutely amazing, right? It's like one of them books that you can't put down. I'm speaking as if I've had experience for that, but yes, I couldn't put it down. It took me 4 days to read it. For someone that's never read a full book before, who's picked up a book, got halfway through, hasn't picked it up again, 4 days. It took me 4 days to read it. That's how good it was. That's how good it was. It was amazing. And I was like, bigging it up in my head. It's going to be amazing. I mean, Carrie Hope Fletcher wrote it, sorry. It's going to be amazing. And it was. So I was like, oh, how did she even think up of this story? Like, imagination must just be, it's just so good, right? It's like front to back, middle, blurb, skeleton, spine of the book. Everything is so good about it. So I recommend you go buy it. So for the people who are going to buy it, I'll put a link down to buy this book down below. And I'll also put down her links to some of our YouTube videos that I love. But I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get more information about Carrie Hope Fletcher, because obviously she's like amazing. But this book, without trying to like, how can I word this? Without putting too much spoilers in there. Basically what it is, it's about this girl who can see, she can see things that other people can't. And it's not like spirits or anything. Can I just say it? Can I just say it? Like, you can't just... Right, I'm just going to say it. If you haven't read the book, you must be like me and you've been slacking. Right, so basically what happens is that this girl, Cherry, see? They say cherry cupcake, cherry pie cupcakes. So she makes cherry pies, you see. So basically... what she sees people's emotions, and she sees people's bad people's bad feelings and emotions and the things that are bad about them, as in forms of creatures and like monsters. And there's people that can see good things, there's people that can see both, and then there's like people try to stop them and that, and like obviously Cherry's trying to spread goodness in our cooking and stuff like that. See, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. I didn't spoil too much, did I? I've got this thing, like, when it comes to like when Harry Potter films came out and Marvel films come out. The last Avengers, Infinity War, that was so hard for me not to give spoilers out. I just can't deal with it. Like, I've just got to share my opinion on things, and maybe I have to give it too much. That's where I'm gonna leave it, right? It's just an amazing book. You really need to deal, like, for someone that deals with so much emotions in their heads, in my head, sorry, that in someone that deals with emotions on a daily basis and that suffers with them, that I think it's definitely a book that I could relate to. And I feel like it's something, I take it as a sign that I've picked this up and I feel like this book is for me, you know, to read. And it was like I could relate to it on so many levels. So thank you, Carrie Hope Fletcher. Thank you. But it is amazing. Oh, you just need to go buy it. Please, people, go out and buy this freaking awesome book. But yes, but plug in. She's also got another book on the other side. See what I did there? On the other side. Which I'm going to be reading next. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But it looks so pretty. I want to look what the thingy looks like underneath. Oh my god. Stunning on words of Monique Hart. Stunning. So yes, oh, I'm so excited. Words cannot explain my excitement. So yes, I'll put the links down to these books as well, and go buy them. Go buy them all. Go support Carrie Hope Fletcher. So the reason I'm a fan, oh my goodness, 15 minutes, right? Don't want a long video because I do this a lot because I talk too much. The reason I'm a fan of Carrie Hope Fletcher is that she is so inspirational. She is, and she's just like a positivity fairy. She just spreads all these like positivity dust. She spreads like a happiness, a like love and joy. Just like she's just everything she speaks about is just love and happiness and friendliness and positivity. You leave a little sparkle wherever you go. I did not plan that. That was literally just there. There you go. There you go, Carrie Hope Fletcher. It's on that bag. You leave a little sparkle wherever you go. You're like a star. You shine bright. I'm being a bit dramatic. I think it's because I'm hyper and I'm very excited to read about this book. These books. But yes, she, just go check her out. She's just like this amazing person. She actually inspired me to do YouTube and try to do, because obviously through my life I try to do the same thing, and like I try to help people, I try to make people smile. I mightn't have a lot of videos on like inspirational videos, even though I've tried that, but I feel as if as long as I'm doing what I can do best, and that is entertain people, make people smile, make people laugh, that I'm helping people. Because it's scientifically proven that when people smile and people laugh, they live longer. So I'm helping you to live longer. I'm just saying. So yes, I'll put the details down below to this book, to Carrie Hope Fletcher. Please go buy the books. Please go check her out because she is amazing. I adore her. I love her. Love her. I just So yes, don't be dumb. Click the fun, be gentle, share with your friends, and I shall see you next time.